Not every story in the WNBA has to be about fouls, fights, or controversy. Sometimes the best stories are the ones that make you feel good, the ones that remind us why we love sports in the first place. And when it comes to wholesome, heartwarming basketball moments, no duo does it better than Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull of the Indiana Fever. They've become the league's ultimate good vibes pairing, always celebrating each other, lifting each other up, and giving fans a front row seat to one of the most. Not every WNBA story has to be about drama, controversy, or heated rivalries. Sometimes the best moments are the ones that warm your heart. And when it comes to the Indiana Fever, two players have been stealing fans' hearts with their chemistry, kindness, and genuine love for the game. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull. From locker room laughs to emotional interviews, to the way they lift each other up on and off the court, their bond has created some of the most wholesome moments the WNBA has seen all season. So today, we're taking a look at Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull's most wholesome moments ever. Trust me, you'll be smiling the whole way through. Every great friendship starts with a spark. For Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull, that spark came early in the season when Clark joined the Fever as the rookie phenom. Lexie, already a fan favorite for her energy and hustle, quickly became one of the first teammates to embrace Clark. Reporters even noticed how often the two were sitting side by side during film sessions and joking during practices. It wasn't forced, it was natural. Hull once said in an interview, "Caitlin just brings so much joy to the game. It's hard not to feed off that energy." And Caitlin returned the love, saying, "Lexie's the ultimate teammate. She celebrates everyone. She makes us all better, and she's always there with a smile." That's when fans started noticing. These two weren't just teammates. They were becoming one of the most wholesome duos in the league. One of the most wholesome parts of their friendship? The way they hype each other up on the court. When Lexie Hull dives for a loose ball, who's the first one sprinting over to help her up? Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin knocks down one of her signature deep threes, who's on the sideline jumping higher than anyone else? Lexie Hull. What makes this duo special is the way they hype each other up on the court. Every time Caitlin hits one of her signature deep threes, the camera almost always catches Lexie Hull losing her mind on the bench. Fists pumping, jumping higher than anyone else, and sometimes even running halfway onto the court just to celebrate. And there was even one viral clip where Clark hit a game-changing three, and instead of celebrating herself, she immediately turned toward the Fever bench to share the moment with Hull. Fans couldn't stop replaying it. One tweet said, "Forget rivals. This is what women's basketball is all about." And honestly, it's true. Their celebrations aren't just about points on the board. They're about friendship, teamwork, and joy. It's not just the games where Caitlin and Lexie shine. Off the court, these two are basically comedy gold. The Fever's social media team has caught countless moments. Hull teasing Clark for her pregame routines, Clark joking about Hull's dance moves, and both of them laughing until they can't breathe during post-game interviews. One clip that went viral, the team doing a TikTok dance challenge. Caitlin looked, let's just say, less than confident in her moves, while Lexie was going all out. Fans flooded the comments. Get you a friend like Lexie Hull hyping you up even when you've got two left feet. These little moments show the side of athletes we don't always see. The genuine friendships that make the grind of a tough season so much more fun. Of course, basketball isn't always laughs and smiles. There are tough nights, brutal losses, and moments of frustration. But that's where Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull's bond shines even brighter. When Clark has one of those rough shooting nights, Hull is always there, patting her on the back, whispering encouragement, keeping her locked in. When Hull has a tough game, missing shots or getting into foul trouble, Clark is quick to point out her hustle plays and remind her of her impact. This isn't just friendship, it's leadership. The way they pick each other up shows exactly why teammates love them. As one Fever fan wrote online, they're the definition of what it means to have each other's backs. And if you thought their wholesomeness stopped on the court, think again. And it's not just one-sided. Clark is constantly giving Hull her flowers too. When Lexie nails a corner three or forces a key turnover, Caitlin points at her, shouts her out in post-game interviews, or literally runs over mid-game to give her a high five. One viral moment came when Hull saved a possession with a diving hustle play. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull are two of the most active players when it comes to community events. Whether it's hosting clinics for kids, signing autographs for hours, or visiting schools, they always bring the same energy and smiles. One story that melted fans' hearts. After a fever practice, Clark and Hull stayed behind to meet a group of young girls who had been waiting outside for autographs. Not only did they sign everything, but they also spent time chatting, taking photos, and making the kids feel like superstars. That clip went viral with the caption, "Role models in every sense of the word." Moments like these prove it's bigger than basketball. It's about inspiring the next generation. So why do fans love Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull so much together? Because in a league that's filled with intense competition, these two remind us of the joy of the game. They're not just teammates, they're friends who genuinely care about each other. They show that success isn't just about stats, but about the bonds you build along the way. Fans have started calling them the wholesome duo, and you'll even see signs in the crowd with both of their names. At the end of the day, basketball is entertainment, but it's also about connection. And Clark and Hull's connection is something fans can feel. So here's the bottom line. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull's most wholesome moments aren't just highlight plays or box scores. They're the smiles, the encouragement, the laughter, and the way they make each other and their fans feel. In a season filled with ups and downs, these two have been a reminder of why we love this game. But now I want to hear from you. What's your favorite Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull moment? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, if this video made you smile, smash that like button, subscribe for more WNBA stories, and turn on those notifications, because you know there are plenty more wholesome moments on the way. Instead of running the fast break herself, Caitlin immediately pointed back at Hull like, "That's all you." Fans loved it, with one writing, "Clark may score the points, but she never forgets who makes it possible." The energy, the hype, the joy, it's contagious. Watching them celebrate each other has become a highlight in itself. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull, not just teammates, but the heart and soul of the Indiana Fever. Because in a league where competition is fierce and rivalries run deep, their friendship is a reminder of the pure side of sports. It's about joy. It's about encouragement. It's about building each other up instead of tearing each other down. Caitlin and Lexie show us that you can compete fiercely, work hard, and still have fun. They prove that the heart of the game isn't just about winning. It's about the relationships you build along the way. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull's most wholesome moments aren't about stats or highlight reels. They're about friendship, positivity, and reminding us why we love basketball.